G'day folks, it's Rob here and welcome to our small little backyard farm and aquaponics YouTube channel. Today's clip is another one courtesy of Patreon. They're just a collection of 3 clips that I've posted over on our members only wall there. The first one's just looking at how we farm some aphids to build up the numbers of some beneficial insects in the patch, and had a bit of a wander around the patch. The second one is looking at some work I did in the insect proof hoop house, and the third one is on a little pruning mishap I had above the aquaponics system. So I do hope you enjoy the clip, and if you want to suss out our or check out our Patreon channel, you can have a look at the link in the description below, and there'll also be a button you can press at the end of the clip. So hope you enjoy them. Hey folks, I've just spotted a little wasp. It's not going to let me get a good shot of it. There's a little I think they're called a brachionoid wasp down there buzzing around the place looking for caterpillars. She's just down there. Oh, she's just taken off again. But I just noticed her buzzing around these caterpillars up here, and it looked like she was trying to use her ovipositor, a spike on her tail, to deposit eggs into them. So I'm not too sure if that's the one that is responsible for putting the parasitic larvae in the cabbage butterflies we see or not, but it was just really interesting to see that. As you can see, this cabbage has gone to flower and it's got a few different types of pest on it. It's got those little caterpillars up there, which I think are the army caterpillars, covered in aphids, absolutely crawling with aphids. But I don't mind that, because what it's doing is giving these guys down here. I've actually seen 2 lots of them. If I can get around here without disturbing them, you might be able to make out those 2 ladybugs there, getting their Barry White on. There's a few more around here. I don't know if you can see through there. So these guys here will hopefully be depositing some larvae on here that can hook into these aphids, help boost up the population. And I really don't mind losing this cabbage. I'm not going to be saving the seeds. And I also noticed around here an assassin bug. So we've got 3 predators hanging around the one plant, which I thought was pretty groovy. Oh, there's actually some ladybug larvae already on here. Don't know how well these guys are going to come out with this phone. You're just going to have to take my word for it. There's a ladybug larvae just there. But yeah, just something interesting I thought I'd show you. Actually, we'll go down and have a look at the blueberry while we're here. I haven't shown you that. Before we go though, I also noticed my finger ginger is shot. So I was hoping to get my ginger bed set up over there near where the compost pile is. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen today. It might happen over the weekend. So yeah, these guys here will go into a ginger barrel. And there's some of the same ginger down in there, along with a another variety we've got all into one of those wicking beds, along with the normal ginger and some turmeric. So these galangal, I've pretty much all decided I'm not going to set up another stand of galangal. I was looking through that one over there, and there's a load of new shoots coming through, so I see no point. So I might just gift this one to someone so they can plan it out. Anyway, here to show you some blueberries. Oh, the compost. Yeah, I will be making up more compost because these Chinese elms have just shot something crazy over the last week or so. We've had a little bit of rain, so they've definitely put on some growth, and I might as well turn that into food for the patch. But anyway, we're here about blueberries, aren't we? That's what I wanted to show you. Just over the top up there, you might be able to see there's one ripe one, or almost ripe one. And just down in here, there is another over the back there. So, haven't seen any sign of fruit fly in there. There's no spots on any of the berries. I really do love the colours these guys put out. I love the different sort of tints of pink and red the berries get. What have we got down here? Ah, cool. We have, where are you? I saw you just before. Ah, there we go. We have a juvenile praying mantis hanging around the netting. So that's pretty groovy. I actually saw a ladybug crawling around the inside of this earlier while I was down here filling up the wicking bed, or barrel, sorry. So yeah, give you a bit of a look at that. What else have I got to show you? Just behind this cage work, I set up the large 300 litre or 100 gallon, 370 litre I think, or 100 gallon root pouch bed. So we've just got a couple of heirloom strawberries around the front there. That variety there was the one I showed you that had the multiple shoots on it. Got a calendula in there, some Chinese amaranth down there, and up the back here I popped in some ginger, and in the center I was actually thinking about potting in a large terracotta pot that I can fill up with water and just let it slowly leak out to keep the bed nice and hydrated. I don't know if I'll do that yet. I'll just wait and see what's available down at the hardware store. Mainly because none of the terracotta pots I have here are suitable. They're all glazed on the outside. And I actually did put this in just before. I suppose I might as well test it while I'm here. Where are we sitting? 6.3. There we go, 6.4. Having a few issues with my phone focusing lately. So there you go. There's just a little bit of a roundup. I was a bit busy helping Mum and the kids yesterday. So I have noticed that these silver perch, once they've been moved into this tank, are actually up around the surface a lot more. I might just turn the water off and give you a bit of a gander. So these guys definitely seem a lot happier in here now that they're spread out a bit. And the tank is beautifully clean. So all the difference of having a slightly less load on the system. I've noticed the water is a lot cleaner since we've harvested out the jades. So I thought that was interesting. Go for a wander around here and see if we can see these guys. I'm probably all a little bit hungry. I haven't fed them yet today. So, but as you can see, the water's beautifully clear. Might even drop in the camera a bit later, I think, for some footage. So there you go, I'll leave it there. I'm just rambling on now. Hope you're all well and happy, and I'll catch you folks online. Cheers! How's it going, patrons? I was hoping to post this clip yesterday, but yeah, we just got a little bit sidetracked. Had to go and pick up Bianca from work. She was feeling a bit crook. But yeah, these tomatoes were supposed to come out yesterday. I got the fruit off, as you saw. Harvesting these mite devastated tomatoes today. The fruit still looks really good. Some of it's not quite ripe, it should ripen up easily enough on the bench. And I did spot this little fella having a munch on a tomato down here. So we'll get him by surprise, because his head's stuck in the tomato. See a few of these guys through the patch here. I'll pull off all these tomatoes and I'll give you folks a bit of a look. But I want to pull these guys out and condition the soil ready for some of the perpetual tree collards that Chris has given me. So I'll be popping them in this bed here now that we're fairly sure that this bed will stay around for a while, and the chicken pen will start on where the edge of that bed out there with the leeks is. So we should have a nice little walkway down the side. Also going to be pulling out a load of the parsley. Some of them have gone to seed already, or starting to go to seed. There's a few flower spikes down the side there as well, so a lot of them will be coming out. We've got a small plant in the aquaponics that should see us through for a little while, I think, plus whatever I leave in here. Just to give you a quick look, we have the capsicums or the sweet peppers going, and these Jimmy Nardellos are going really well. I'm very impressed with the size they're putting on. These guys have looked so good since I top dressed with the new batch of fertilizer and popped in a couple of those chicken pellets, the fertilizer. Just down in there though, you will see the bit of browning around the top of the fruit. That to me screams mites. So that Marconi I think has some mites on it. I definitely will be buying the beneficial mites, even though I'm removing most of the affected plants. This one down here has got some lovely fruit on it. I'm really looking forward to trying them. It seems to be the red Marconis, or the giant, I think they're called the giant red Marconis. I'm not sure which variety these are. And the Jimmy Nardellos are people's most popular. So yeah, looking forward to the first couple of fruit off them. And being only the start of the season, I think we can look forward to many, many more. The tomatoes, very mite affected. Just to show you down here, without spinning the phone too fast, these marigolds have absolutely been smashed by it. And this tomato over here is starting to get the same symptoms, so I'm actually going to just pull it out. Pull out anything that looks like it's been affected by the mites. All those marigolds over there are dying. Up here we have the, I'll get out of the light. This is black mint or Tagetes minuta. Yeah, it's been hit as well. You can see by the leaves, they're all sort of silvery and shriveling up. Had the life sucked out of them. The leeks look like they could be affected, but they've put on so much growth over the last month or so. I'm not too concerned. What we'll probably do is just pull these guys out and eat them anyway, because I have other perennial leeks around the garden that we can use up. All these marigolds over the last week though have pretty much all started to die. I reckon the infestation is that bad in here because the beds have been fully watered, and yeah, so not too happy about that. These chard are starting to show signs. Down in here you might be able to see some bronzing on the silver beet or the chard there, so that's all coming out as well. Especially seeing as the chard on the outside all in the garden over there has been so badly affected. I figure I might as well pull it out. So that's the job for this morning anyway. Oh, this pumpkin is staying in here. That's the original stem from the plant that's growing all through the yard. And these guys here, or this runner, I'll try and fertilise 1 or 2 fruit. I'm going to try and twist it around to go up through the bed there. Try and fertilise 1 or 2 fruit, and we'll see if we can get them to form in here without the fruit flies hitting them. So there's the clean out from this morning, and I came through this afternoon and did the silver beet and parsley from down here. Most of the parsley and the marigolds and broccoli from up here, and the tomatoes, cauliflower, marigold and black mint. Still got a little bit of black mint to pull out from there, down that area there. Just banging the mulch around, you might be able to see them zap around. Had loads of white flies, especially up this end here under the silver beet and where the parsley was, pretty thick. So I'm thinking that a lot of the damage may have been caused by white flies, but there still is the very obvious damage of the mites down on those peppers. I just noticed they're zooming around the warrigal greens around here. So yeah, I will have to bring the neem out, I think, and give it a spray. Keeping in mind that because I'm in Australia, all these plants are now ornamentals, because you can't use neem on edible plants in Australia, folks. Just a bit of a heads up. So these guys are all ornamentals now, and in a couple of weeks, yeah, they'll become edibles again. So the law's an arse, really. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way the clean out's gone. I'm looking forward to working out a few more plants to fill in the gaps. I still really don't want to overplant this bed too much because I know there is root intrusion in here. So there you go, a little bit of a roundup on what I got up to today. Hope you're all well and happy, and I'll catch you online. Cheers, folks. G'day folks, just a bit of a look at the carnage from yesterday. Basically what happened was I was cutting that branch up there. Sorry if this is blurry, I don't have my glasses on so I don't know if it's focusing. But I was cutting that branch there and I tied the rope off too close to the cut. I should have had it coming out further over the branch that was hanging over the top of the hoop house here, and then pulling it back that way. I knew some of it was going to fall on the hoop house, but I thought it'd just be a glancing blow just on that side. Yeah, basically physics didn't work well for me yesterday, or maybe I didn't work physics well, one of the two. The only other casualty than that piece of top hat was a potato pouch down here, just that middle pouch there. The base of that large branch just came across the far edge and squashed it a bit. So Kira wasn't prepared to catch it, and I don't blame her, just as I was cutting them off and throwing them over. With all those branches, I'm going to run them and maybe some Chinese elm through the mulcher and use them to add around the base of the mango tree down there and around a few other bits and pieces. No great loss that we've lost this bit of top hat though, because I do have the others. What we're thinking of doing now that this has happened is bringing a hoop this way and extending this one here in the center out to the post that's against the fence. You might be able to see through there. So we'll have all the hoops basically running this way instead of having this one running 90 degrees. So that's the plan. I had the shade cloth out yesterday because I was planning on doing the whole lot yesterday, but yeah, that sort of threw a spanner in the works. Just quickly, I don't think I'll be able to get a clip out for you guys by tomorrow lunchtime. That's lunchtime here in Australia. I've just been flat out doing a few other jobbies down the back there today, and I haven't gotten around to filming anything substantial, so I'll do that tomorrow after I knock off a few jobs in the morning. So it'll probably go up either just before the hangout on Sunday for you third tier patrons, or just after the hangout at the normal 12:30 Brisbane standard or daylight savings or whatever time, Brisbane time. Just to give you a bit of a sneak peek, the compost cage has been moved and I'll be setting up a wicking bed down the back there on the weekend. It won't make the clip though, but yeah, that's what's pretty much all going to happen on Sunday after we finish the hangout, I think, if I don't go around to Mum's. But anyway, there's a little bit of a look at the damage that was caused from that. Kira's standing here telling me we have to go, right?
Hi.
Hi, yeah, we have to go pick up Bianca and do a little bit of shopping. So, hope you're all well and happy, and I'll catch you folks online. Cheers! Just a quick little look. Bianca and I are down the back here, and we got blueberries. Woohoo! So what are we doing tomorrow, babe?
We're eating blueberries.
We're eating blueberries. So I thought I'd just sneak this little look in for you folks, because these guys may not make the clip. So we still haven't fixed the hoop house over the top of the aquaponics. I've still got the tent pole holding up the crushed top hat. So Bianca's got a week's holiday towards the end of January, so I'll probably get to it then, so as if it's not too hot, that is. I do hope that you've enjoyed the clip today, and also the other two we've posted. If you missed them and you want to suss out the other Patreon video collection clips, you can have a look in the description below and there'll be links there. If you are interested in checking out our Patreon page and what we have to offer over there, you can click on that little thumbnail and that'll give you a link over to the page. And there'll be a couple of other thumbnails up there just on different aspects of our backyard farm here, if you're interested in checking them out. I do hope you're all well and happy, and that you have a top New Year's Eve if you're going out and celebrating, and I will catch you next clip. Cheers folks!